the days of the straightforward, free peek behind the scenes. Now breweries are upping the ante, turning tours into immersive experiences, complete with souvenirs, sometimes with a branded pint, and a complimentary beer to enjoy, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, I think it's great. A brewery tour is your customer's golden ticket to the heart of what you're all about.
Amen.
And, like, where all the beer magic happens, you know what I mean? Like, people love it. End of the day, people love a tour. You know, it's not just a walkthrough, it's education. It allows you to really tell your tale of, like, what you're doing and why. You know, a busy night, you can't expect your bartenders to be able to drop every little bit of knowledge, but people that really want to have a full-blown immersive experience, tour is a great way to do it. And, you know, it's a great way to share your passion and why you started up a brewery in the first place.
Exactly. And I think a big question that comes up is, so what is a purchased brewery tour? What does that mean? If I'm not just letting them in the back, what are we having? So, I'm sorry. I'm talking about how to find that brewery tour. Not purchasing it, but how do you find it? So
I was like, you're purchasing a ticket. I get it.
That's fine. How do you find these? So these expedition of tours should be as easy as tapping on your phone. Boop, boop. Customers can start with a quick search online, boop, boop, or head straight to your brewery's website. Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful landing page. Social media, let's not forget about that. It is a year outside of dark bloggers, a year of the digital marketing age. So make sure you're up to date on your social media platforms, because they are the platform for tour announcements and event pages. You know what I mean? What's going on?
Yeah. I mean, the promotion's huge, right? Especially if you're going to be charging for them. And there's kind of a piece that I think brewers did more tours more often, and then hard to have staff for it. It's really hard to do a free tour. And I'm not saying, like, every place is different, that you can't, like, pull that off. I definitely think that's very doable. But it's also a great way to bring in a couple extra bucks and at least, like, I mean, I feel like where it kind of became a struggle is if you're a brewery that has one bartender on, or two, if all of a sudden, I mean, one, if you only have one, you can't give tours. That's just out of the window. Or if you have two and you get slammed, you're kind of screwed. So instead, like, promote it, actually bring some money in for it. You brought up, use social media, use newsletters, get your regulars, get your mud clubbers excited, get everyone talking about it, make it an actual unique experience and not just walking through and being like, here's another tank and here's another tank. Like, really get into your passion and your stories, and people will love that and appreciate it. And the promotion will continue to do on itself because people love talking about what they felt a connection in.
Absolutely. So they bought into it, your customers are digging it, so now you're like, well, what do I charge? What do I do? So that's going to vary, right? It depends on what all you're going to go through. Like, what swag are you giving away? How many beers are you offering with that tour, right? So I think typically what I've seen is anywhere from like $10 to $30. Okay. Again, depends on what you're giving away. So
30's high.
Yeah, that's a little high, right? But if maybe there's a shirt involved, or maybe it's a couple beers and a pint glass. You never know, right?
Yeah. It's a good opportunity for an upcharge.
Absolutely.
And they're right of like, hey, you can do like just a tour for $5-10, but if you also want a shirt, then it's $20. So you're like getting a discounted shirt, but you're also doubling up on like what people are paying. There's some perks there. I think there's ways to get some good upsell.
Right. And remember, it's not just about the tour, right? Like, people are here for the experience, right? Yep. And it's about creating that memory and supporting the craft beer community. So
that's what it's all about.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, and having people sign up. There's some really great automation ways you can do this, generally using your website. Keep it simple, keep it straightforward. You also want to be able to have people be able to sign up like in person. It's kind of like a tough balance, but at the same time, like, I can understand where some people would be really discouraged if they could just sign up on a piece of paper right then and there versus like, I don't know, go to your phone and do this and like have both options. Yeah. And then have multiple options, right? Make it easy. That's the end of the day. Got to make it easy on people. Don't make it hard to give you money. That's the worst. Like, I just want to give you my money. I just want to give you my money. Please. Stop making it so hard. Yeah. So let's make it easy. Give some options. Have some things like in-house that you can do. Have some stuff online. Have a simple form. Takes the money right then and there. You don't want to have them pay in person. One that just adds an extra step. And it allows people to flake out. Once they've paid, they're less likely to flake. So,
or if they do, well, you got paid.
Yeah, you got paid. So there you go.
I think that's the gym membership motto anyway. Something like that. All right.
Make the beer world like the gym world.
Well, I just know what I'm saying.
I know.
Like, you can still get paid. But end of the day, important thing here is that brewery tours, It's happening. They're happening. They've always been happening. There's multiple opportunities here. And it's more than just a glimpse behind the scene, right? It's that experience. It's that memory. It's an invitation to connect with craft beer on a deeper level, to learn, to taste, and to walk away with something more than maybe just a little buzz, right? They're taking a lot more away from that. It's a richer appreciation for the art and the science behind brewing.
Yeah, make that part of your jam. And if it's not your jam, then maybe you don't like force feed tours if like that's just not your jam. Yeah. And that's okay. There's places that are just there to do beer, but if you want to like make an experience, like it makes it a lot easier to start making everything more about an experience when you have more things.
Yeah. Exactly.
That all feed into that same mission. So
very well said.
That's cool stuff.